Hi, I'm Robert McLaughlin. I'm here from Southwire to review today the new in-use covers that are easy to install so that we can provide solutions for your outdoor installations. We're going to start off by going over an installation that requires a single device. So with a single gang in the use cover, when you purchase this from Southwire, one of the key features that you're going to notice is that it has stamped on it extra duty. So an extra duty identification is not only something that electrical code requires, but it's also the entire cover itself, both for the single gang and the two gang, is CUL US listed. That is very important because as installers and as skilled technicians, when we install any product, it needs to be UL listed. This particular cover, when you purchase it, it will come with the cover not attached. Depending upon your installation, it can be installed in a vertical orientation as well as a horizontal installation. It comes pre-installed for a Decora device. So as we know, outside receptacles need to be protected, so we have GFCI devices. So a GFCI device is rectangular in shape. But there are many other options that are out there. So as an installer, you may come across a duplex receptacle in a standard style. So as I see here, we have these tabs, and the tabs themselves are interchangeable, and they're very easy to install and to change based on your devices. We also have an installation for a toggle switch. And if you look close, we have the ability of breaking the tabs and installing single receptacles or a single device. Another key feature about the in-the-use cover, you'll notice that there's an opening here on the bottom and the side. If we were to install the cord coming up from the bottom, we would then have to cover up any unused openings. And if you see here on the table, we have these tabs that come with Southwire's single gang in the use box. And that would slide in, allowing us to go ahead and close up any unused openings. Other hardware that will come with the box are stainless steel screws. And as we know, anyone who's ever installed these before, it is very important that the screws last the length of the device. So with the single gang in the use covers, you have three color variations. You have the clear, we have the gray, and we have the white. So it's going to fit the installation requirements based on, it could be siding or location, or just your customer's preference. Also note that all in the use covers are made of high impact resin with a UV resistant layer, which provides long lasting integrity of the covers, which is very important to you as well as your customers. I would now like to talk about the other option, which is the two gang in the use cover. This is a great solution for multiple devices. Two devices, whether it's two receptacles, a switch and a receptacle, maybe it's a large special purpose receptacle, maybe for an RV, a generator. So this can handle a lot of different tasks that you have depending upon your devices. We have the colors of clear, gray, and white. Like the single gang in the use cover, the Decora is pre-installed. It comes ready to be installed on Decora devices. But if it doesn't meet your need for your application, Southwire has multiple options. We have the duplex receptacles. So if you were to do a standard duplex receptacle, they have the tabs, which I will show you in the installation video on how to put them in, but that's an option, right? It's a solution for that particular installation. We also have a larger plate, which allows us to install for a single receptacle, a special purpose receptacle. So you are not having to stock multiple different covers. This one cover provides that solution for every job. Other key features is if you look here on the bottom, that's where the openings are for the cords to come in. And similar to the single gang, you can cover up any unused openings by taking the tabs that come with the 2-gang in the used cover and sliding it in. So I tell you, these give you great options on colors, and they give you basically great solutions for your installations. I'd like to now start by doing a single gang in use cover installation. But I want to make a disclaimer first. Anytime you work on an electrical system, make sure the power is turned off. Make sure you have on your PPE, your personal protective equipment. One of the first choices you have to make is whether or not you're going to be installing your in-use cover in a horizontal installation, as we have depicted here, or in a vertical. We have it so that the openings are facing the bottom, so that if I were to install the base onto my device, any type of water would not penetrate the device box. So orientation is very important, as well as making sure that on the back of the base, that the foam gasket that comes with it, it is firmly seated against the box. That will prevent water from getting or finding its way in. So once again, making sure we have it in the correct orientation. That's how I'm going to fit it. I'm then going to identify that I'm bringing my cord into the bottom, and I would prepare to put in my knockout to cover up any unused opening. Remember, it is identified on the front of it, extra duty. So it may feel as if you're putting too much pressure. It is the right amount of pressure that's needed to install the cover. So if I go ahead and kind of put it in a slow motion setting here where we take the tabs, we place it in, okay? And then I have to now snap it in. So I have to apply that pressure, and you will hear it when it clicks in. Some electricians may install the cover after the base is installed. That is also an option. How do I secure the cover onto the devices? So we're going to remove the screws from our device and replace it with the stainless steel screws. Now we've replaced the screws, but when you're replacing the screws, be sure not to screw them all the way down. You're going to need them to be sticking out so that you can secure the in-use cover. When opening your in-use cover, there is a tab located on the side that you need to push up and apply pressure in order to lift the cover up. As I go to sit the base on top of my device, you'll see the screws that I've left sticking out. The 632 screws are protruding away from the device so that I can find its way into the cover. So if we see here, I find it through the hole, the mounting hole, and then I bring it over. And I will take my screwdriver and I will tighten it in place. Don't be afraid to tighten down the screws all the way to securely fasten the base of the in-use cover against your box. That will ensure the gasket is tightly secured around the outside of your box, preventing water from getting in. When it comes time for an installation of a cord, you may come in through the bottom, which means you have an unused opening here. So you're going to want to take the plastic tab that came with your in-use box and slide it in. Now you have an in-use cover that is ready to be used. If needed, you can install a 1/4 inch lock onto the cover itself. In use, single gang and 2-gang covers offer a lot of configuration options when installing your devices. An example, a 2-gang in-use cover. I have a special purpose receptacle. This happens to be a 30 amp 120/240 volt receptacle, and it was able to be outfitted to a 2-gang box. I happen to have the tab that is used. Essentially, you would just break away the tabs to fit the diameter of your device. Another example, in this particular 2-gang in-use cover, I have 2 devices. I have a standard duplex receptacle along with a toggle switch. Here we have a standard duplex receptacle, and in this installation we have a Decora or GFCI device. In demonstrations done today, we use weatherproof metal boxes. There are also boxes in the field utilized for PVC installations, so known as an FS box. So the mounting works for both metal and plastic boxes. On the back of a in-use cover, there are knockouts that can be removed to allow mounting holes for screws on the perimeter of this particular plastic box. The options for in-the-use covers really cover all of the demands of an electrician, a homeowner, or customer. Thanks for watching, and for more information about these products and much more, visit southwire.com.